Do you have a victim's vocab or a winner's words? You are infinite in value. That means you are priceless. That means there is no amount of money they could pay you, for your soul. Okay? So, do you have a victim's vocab or do you have a winner's words? There's a huge difference with every single word that you say. Whether you say it to other people or to yourself, or even if you just think it. So you have to change your thoughts if you want to change your life. You have to change your words. Sometimes your thoughts start getting better after you start changing your words. You know, believe, and your belief will create the facts. So, if this is your first time listening, thank you so much. My name is Liberty V. Justice. There is no period in my V because my victories never end and yours don't have to either, my friends. I changed my name to Liberty Victorious Justice almost 6 years ago. And the reason I changed my name is because I am free. I used to say that I am bipolar. I used to say that I am stupid. I used to say that I am fat. I used to say that I am ugly. I used to say that I am worthless. I used to say that I can't do anything right. So I was right. When I said those things, I was right. And my beliefs created the facts. But now I say that I am the greatest woman to ever walk this planet. I am the best wife ever. I am a trillionaire. I own an empire called I'm Worth It Incorporated. Now that part is an actual fact. My empire, I'm Worth It Incorporated, is actually incorporated to the state of California. And I'm Worth It Incorporated with everything I do, with everything we do, with our YouTube channel, our podcast, everything that we do, our TikTok, our posts on Twitter, our posts on Facebook, everything that we do, everything. This podcast, everything that we do, we give it all for you, to show you that you don't have to be a victim of your life, that you don't have to listen to what other people say. You don't have to be a victim of other people. Now, when I was 14 years old, my dad raped me and went to prison, okay? And I was molested up until the time he raped me because I saw myself as a victim. And I thought I was stupid. I thought I deserved to be beaten. I thought I deserved to be sexually abused. I thought I deserved to be treated like crap and told I was stupid and ugly and fat. And I don't know what point that I started believing that, maybe like 10, 11 years old. So that's why I really want to help kids too. You know, I want to help the little kid in you. Because once I started to change my vocabulary from a victim's vocabulary to a winner's words, my entire life started to change. And this was about 5 years ago when I had cancer. I started saying, I am worth it. I am worth it. Because I had cancer and the Lord had liberated me of my home, and I had fled from some abusive people that I was staying with. And I was in hotel to hotel. I was by myself, so alone for the first time in my life. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get more alone. I'm going to stop texting people, and I'm going to listen to the God inside of me. And Jesus told me that I'm worth it. So I said, I'm worth it. I said, God, I know you know that I have goals. There's things I want to do, you know. And I was in the middle of graduating, trying to get my master's degree. Thank you, Jesus. I finally got it in 2015. And I was getting my master's in writing, and I still didn't feel good enough, you know, and I didn't realize how bad it was. But I started telling myself I'm worth it to eat Whole Foods. And I said, God, I know you know that I have goals. I'm gonna eat Whole Foods. I know you're gonna help me be able to support my new eating habits, eating healthy, because it's kind of expensive sometimes, you know. Well, it can be more expensive. Let me just tell you this: Whole Foods can be more expensive if you're just buying the brand of Whole Foods pre-made stuff, you know. But I don't want to get into that food right now. But I said, I'm worth it. So as soon as I started saying I'm worth it, people started noticing that, and they started giving me money. I was saying it to myself, but, or they would say something like, oh, that's expensive, Liberty. You know, they would, let me buy you this or buy you that. And they would say, that's expensive, Liberty. And I would say, yeah, but I'm worth it. Actually, they didn't call me Liberty. This was right before, like a few months before I changed my name. But anyway, they started buying me things, and people would give me hundreds of dollars. And part of it was because I said I'm worth it, but it was also because I treated them as though they were precious and valuable, and which we all are, but that's the key to life, is loving yourself and others, and you can't love yourself and you can't love others if you don't say good words and act in good ways, and you can't act in good ways if you don't speak in good ways. You see what I'm saying? Like, your words are fuel to yourself. So every day when I get up and I say, thank you, Jesus, I said, even though I sleep outside, I say, thank you, Jesus. I'm thankful I got a great night's sleep because I hustled so hard. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and by the time I go to sleep, it's like 10 or 11. And I'm working so hard on my TikTok and my podcast and my YouTube channel, and I'm just going all in. And dude, I sleep so good because I just love myself so much. I'm so proud of myself. And little kids are on TikTok and stuff, and they're telling me, making videos talking about how I changed their life. They used to not love themselves, but now because they hear me say that they're infinite in value, that they believe it, and they're starting to love themselves. And I can't tell you, there's no better payment in life. That's the best payment you could ever receive is changing other lives and empowering other people. But I wouldn't be here talking to you and telling you this today if it wasn't for me changing my own words to myself first. You see, I started using a winner's words, a victorious vocabulary. I started saying, I'm worth it, I'm infinite in value, I'm the best wife ever, I have a private jet. I said, I'm going to empower women around the world, I'm going to help kids. I said, I'm going to do all this stuff that I kept saying, all this stuff I'm going to do, now I talk about it, and there's little kids even hating on me on TikTok, but I'm showing them love, and a lot of people laugh at me, but I laugh harder because I know I'm changing lives. You got to start now with everything, so I just started saying, I'm worth it, I'm worth it, I'm worth it, I'm worth it. And then people says, when I started saying out loud, you could do anything you want to do because you're worth it. You are infinite in value. And people start saying, man, I asked people, what do you love about my YouTube channel? And they would say, I love it when you say that I'm worth it. And I would tell people in messages, you're worth it, Or they say, thank you, and I'd say, you're worth it. They say, I'd say, happy birthday, and they send me a message, thank you, and I'd say, you're worth it. And I'd give people cash. I still do that today. I love giving money. That's why I need more of it. So I would give people cash and tips at restaurants and stuff because I really appreciate when people are good to me, man, because it's hard to find people who are really nice to you because sometimes people aren't trying to be mean. They're just stressed out and they don't believe they're worth it. So they're mean to other people and they don't even realize how mean they're actually being. So I really thank people when they're really good to me, and I give them money. So, when I give them the tip, they say, oh, thank you so much. Like, I give somebody $1, $5, $10, $20, or, and people are, oh, thank you so much. And I says, you're worth it, and they're like, oh, thank you for saying that. I said, no, I'm not just saying that. It's a fact, even though sometimes I just don't understand people. The victim vocabulary is what they're using, victim vocabulary. I want to believe you. People will say that too. I want to believe when you say that I'm worth it. But, that's up to you. If you want to believe that you're worth it, if you want to believe that you're infinite in value, then you're going to believe me. You're going to listen to me. And you're going to implement what I'm saying. Your words are very important, okay? Your words to yourself, your words to everybody else. If somebody says, you're beautiful, and you say to them, oh, not today, or, well, not really, or I used to be beautiful, or if you say, oh, I'm old, or whatever, then whatever words you say, that's true. Plus, when you say words like that to other people and they try to give you, they're giving to you, they're loving you, and you're not giving them the love back and appreciate and just say thank you, you're taking away that gift from them, you see? So that's why you have to use a winner's words. Use a victorious vocabulary. Because you're worth it. You are infinite in value. Change your words, change your life. If you enjoyed this podcast, I take PayPal. You can value me through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. And if you don't have those, we'll work out a way that you can send me some financial appreciation. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. And if you enjoyed this, send me a DM somewhere on Instagram or tweet me or Facebook or go on TikTok or YouTube. Find me somewhere and tell me that you enjoyed this because I really want to make a difference and I really want you to implement these lessons that I'm teaching you because you are infinite in value and you are the reason I do everything I do. You're the reason I didn't commit suicide 6 years ago and I really want to change your life. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. My name is Liberty v. Justice. There's no period in my V because my victories never end, and yours don't have to either, my friends. Use a winner's words because you're worth it. Thank you.